Okay, now that we're in the Google Mail, you can see it's a normal web-based type of mail application. I want to show you some tricks and things that you should do before you start using it. A couple things on here. We have the Nurse Staffing logo up here. And the one thing that's really nice is that Google gives you a lot of email storage. So it's something that you really shouldn't even have to delete much. You can archive it because 25 gigs is a whole lot of storage. Now that we're in Google Mail, we're going to go ahead and click on Settings. I'm going to show you a couple of things that you should turn on at first. One is the keyboard shortcuts. We're going to go ahead and turn that on. If you have a picture of yourself, you can select this and put that picture in of yourself. You can browse, go to it, and put it in there. I'm not going to do it right now. You should set up your signature, and in this case, I'm going to go ahead and set up my signature and just do something basic. And then we're going to go to the labs, and I want to show you some things that are pretty cool with Google. We're going to go down this list here. I'm not going to choose a lot of things. Let's go ahead and click on the pictures in chat. When you're chatting with somebody, you can actually see their picture, which is actually really nice. And as we go down the list, I'm going to show you some other things that we're going to go ahead and turn on. Here's a nice, cool feature. Text messaging in chat. We'll go ahead and do that. And then another one, undo send. Very nice. Not many mail programs actually have the ability to undo a send. You ever sent an email and then was like, whoops, how can I get that back? Well, in most email applications, you cannot. Then we're going to do the title tweaks, but I'm going to show you what that is in a second here, what that really means. We're going to go ahead and enable that. And then let's go ahead and click Save Changes. Pulls back up our email. Now the other thing I want to show you, let's go back over to Settings. And then we're going to go to Themes. This is where you can actually change the way your email program looks. And as you can tell, as I make changes, some weird things start showing up as it starts looking a little different. All right, it's pretty cool. I'm just going to do something basic because many people say I'm boring, so I'm going to use the new blue. And then click back over in my inbox, and if you notice here, my colors have changed. All right, we're going to go back over to Settings 2 again. One of the big things is this undo send. Pretty cool. You can actually undo a message that you send to somebody, and it gives you either 5 or 10 seconds. Oh, because I'm slow, I'm going to set it for 10 seconds. And I guess it was already set for 10 seconds, so I don't have to click Save. But you would have to click Save. Okay, now I'm in my mail program. I want to show you some keyboard shortcuts here. One of the things is when you're in the main program right here, if you hit the Shift key and the question mark, or in this case the question mark, which is Shift question mark, you come up with your keyboard shortcuts. And this shows you some of the things that are really nice to do. We're going to go over some of these. The C for compose, the slash for search. We did the thing here for the question mark. We can start a conversation. We can archive. We can trash conversation. We could report it as spam. We could reply using R, or reply all using A, or forward as F. Or one that I like to use a lot too is the V for move to a label or a menu. And then here's some other ones. The G plus I, go to inbox. G plus C, going to contacts. G plus S, going to starred conversations. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. And I want to show you then using my keyboard shortcut. Many of you would probably go up here and just click Compose Mail. I'm going to show you this. I'm just by typing C on my keyboard, I come up to the Compose Mail. I can start typing in my to field here, and I can show up. It'll show it's going to pull it from my personal contacts, but also from the group contacts. And actually, where it's highlighted, I can just hit enter, and I can send myself a message. I'm going to send myself a test message. I want to show you something here as we're typing. Something that's really nice about web email, especially Google. Most of them don't have this, but we have the ability. It should do an auto save on this. After so many minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, it should auto save this message. Now watch it make me out to be a liar, and it won't save the message. Let's just type it in. Let's type some more. Okay, there it is. It auto-saved the message. Very, very cool. And actually, since it's auto-saved it, I can literally click over here, and because it auto-saved the message, it should pull up the message right here. It was already auto-saved, and it just brings it right back up. You can add a CC. You can add a BCC, but they hide those from you generally. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and send it. Now I'm sending it to myself. So I go back over to the inbox. Or let's try this. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to do a G and then an I. Or go to inbox. I can do a G and an S. Go to start. A G and a C. Go to contacts. A G and an A. Go to all mail. A G and a D. I go to drafts. I'll just go back to the inbox by hitting a G and an I. And of course, I'm back in the inbox. One of the things that we did for the labs is we turned on the title tweak. So if you notice here, we have a 1 unread. And this is really nice when you have it minimized at this point. And you can see that 1 unread sitting down there on the lower bottom, which is really nice as you get emails. All right, we'll go back to our email. I can open this up, and what it does, Google is very popular for what they call conversation view. And what you'll see here is I have 2 conversations that are going here. Did you notice when I clicked on this little title bar, it collapsed one of the messages? Now this is sending it out to nurse staffing, so disregard that. But what it is, it's a conversation, and there's actually 2 messages in this conversation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send an email to somebody I know is out there so we don't get that little thing. And I'm going to send it to that J. Sabotin at realtimeservices.com. Another keyboard shortcut, and instead of going all the way down here, while I'm typing, I can just hit the tab and the enter. It'll send the message. Now I want to show you one thing that's pretty cool as it comes back. There will come up an undo. Look at this. So your message has been sent. Undo. If I click that, I will undo the message. It just undid that message right there because I said to myself, oops, I didn't want that person to get it. So it undid the message, and it should come back up with the message that I just worked on. Now that's cool. All right, but let's say I do some things. I say, yeah, I got that wrong. Let me just put in some more information, just testing again, right? Do a tab and then hit enter to send it. It's going to go back through and it's going to send this message out again. And it allows me to do an undo send on that message again. All right, we're just going to let it go for now. We're going to see what happens. And it should, after 10 seconds, which has already been about 5, there it went. The message was sent.